So this is part 2 of the best workout for sciatica, and in this part we're going to do the stretches because I was doing a live video for you guys on the workout, so it times out on me after a certain amount of time. So I did want to show you the stretches that my acupuncture has recommended for sciatica as promised in the video, and so that's why this is called part 2, the stretch. And the stretch that he recommends for me and that I have found over the years that works really well for alleviating sciatic pain, but you have to do this on a daily basis. And so he suggests modified pigeon for those of us out there that can't do the pigeon pose, which is a yoga pose. But I am going to do full pigeon, but I'm going to show you the modified pigeon that he recommends. And so this is the modified pigeon. You want to get the legs into a hook position. Each one of them are in the hook position, and then for the modified pigeon, just put your hands up here and above the knee and lean in and just lean over and come into this stretch. Now you have to do these stretches for a minimum of 2 minutes each in order to be able to get a release on the tension in these tendons and muscles. So, and I'm not a physician, I don't claim to be, but I know what works and what helps with the pain for me. So I am suggesting that this works for me. So, and I want to share what works for me out there with you guys. So, but this is a form of modified pigeon, and you can have the intensity as much as you want by simply just leaning in to the stretch there. And I'm going to move into more of a full pigeon, which means I'm going to come up on the knee and straighten the leg out in the back behind me. And then, so you can certainly try this as well. And you can, the more you come down, the more intensity that you're going to feel back in that sciatica area. And I have the left knee in the front, so I'm feeling this in the left sciatic area and down the left buttock and this leg here that is under me. So I'm going to go down a little bit more intensity here and down onto the elbows. And when you're down on the elbows, you can really start to feel that stretch. So I like to stay in this, like I said, 2 minutes on each side, and that's what's going to help you be able to get some relief throughout the day. If you can do this of the mornings, I like to do it after the workout that I just showed you guys, and then that way it really does help me not have so much pain throughout the day. And again, we're just going to hold this for 2 minutes. And for those of you that don't do yoga, I do suggest that it is something that you start to incorporate into your life. I'm not a yoga teacher, I'm not a yoga expert. There's some great yoga videos here on YouTube as well too. And one of them that I like a lot is Yoga with Adrienne. So I do recommend her, and you can certainly take a look at some of her yoga. She has a ton of videos out there, but and she's really super smart and really knows yoga. So I'm not claiming to be a yoga expert here. I'm showing you what I have been doing for several years that helps me with sciatica. I don't claim to be an expert on any of and give any expert medical advice by any means. Just simply showing you guys what works for me. So again, I'm gonna hold this stretch for 2 minutes, and then we're gonna switch to the other side, and then I'll show you one more stretch that I use that works really well for me also. So part of yoga is learning your breath. And when you are doing a stretch like this, it's really good if you can learn the breathing exercises that go with yoga, because you will start to feel this intensity. And if you're not already feeling it, I would be surprised, but you'll feel this intensity, and learning to focus on your breath helps you to deal with the intensity that you get in your stretches and your yoga poses. So it's all a part of that. And I love yoga and what it does for the body, and how it helps keep us our joints fluid. So I like to even come down a little bit further into this and rest my head down and just take that deep breath. And then anytime you come out of one of these stretches, you want to come out of it very gently. So definitely just make sure that you're coming out of this gently. I'm going to gently roll to the side here and come back into that kind of modified position here, and gently pull this leg out and the other one, and just kind of move them a little bit and prepare for the other side. So just switching up legs here, as you can see, and now I have the right leg in the front, and for the modified, you're going to just again lean over, and if you have sciatica like I do, you can feel this right here whenever I lean. And sometimes it'll even catch a little bit, and you can feel it. Just stay right there. You don't want to go any further. If you're feeling pain, by all means, that's where you want to stop. Just stay right there. Don't try to do any more intensity, and maybe even back up a little bit. So just be mindful of your body and respectful of your body, and listen to it. We can learn a lot by listening to our bodies. Most of us don't. So now I'm going to move on into more of this stretch on this side. And so I'm not on a yoga mat here, guys, because I'm in Bath, Maine, and on work travel with my business, and so I'm in a hotel. I don't have a yoga mat with me, so I am on a hotel towel, which is fine, works. So as you can see, I'm using my watch here to kind of time a little bit, and I'm going to go on down into the more intense pose here of the pigeon pose, back to the elbows for this side. And I like to try to line the hips up so that when I'm doing the full pigeon, that the